Okay, Wolves have had a horrible start to this season. 0 wins in 9 games, and they're now in danger of being relegated from the Premier League. Gary O'Neill's time as manager is up at the club, and in steps me to become the new manager of Wolverhampton Wanderers. I've been hired by the board, and it's now our job to save this football club. We begin the journey of trying to turn Wolves into one of the best football clubs in the world. Drop a like if you want this to be a full series, and I say we get right into it. So right after being hired as Wolves' new manager, I have a meeting with club president John Richards. Now Richards is a Wolves legend. He almost had 400 appearances for the club, and now he's one of their club presidents. Now he tells me I want to make Wolves one of Europe's top clubs. I am very ambitious. I know it'll take some time, but that is what I and the board want. We're looking into possible ways to raise money for the club, increase spending power, but for now you will only have 50 million to work with this season. And he says spend it wisely. So officially the Wolves career mode begins. Now for those who remember, we did a Wolves series I think in the start of FIFA 23, and it was one of my favorite series I've done. Hopefully this series can be something like that. First things first though, we need an intro to the squad we're starting with at the club. So in goal, starting keeper for me is going to be Jose Sa, a very solid keeper that I like a lot. Now our keepers in the team are all around like 30 in terms of age, so we could look into bringing in like a younger keeper to be an understudy maybe to Jose Sa or the starter. At left back we have Aït-Nouri, who's been linked to Liverpool recently, other clubs. He's a very solid left back though. Now at center back we're pretty thin here. We have Dawson, Bueno, Mosquera, and also Totti. That's like 3 solid center backs, 1 young center back, but they're all like mid 70s. For the Premier League, that's pretty low in terms of overall. So yeah, defense might be an issue for us to start. At right back, we have Semedo, who's very reliable. Now our midfield is where things get a bit better. We have Mario Lemina, the captain of the team, a player that I've always liked in career mode a lot. We got Andre, a young Brazilian CDM who looks pretty good, a lot more defensive minded. We have João Gomes too, another Brazilian CDM who I think has some decent potential on him. And then there's Bellegarde, so he's a center mid that can play CDM and also left wing. He's got 81 pace. I like that versatility a lot. We also have Tommy Doyle, who was previously at Man City. He's got potential as a midfielder too. We got Sarabia at cam. We have Carlos Forbes on loan from Ajax, which is interesting. A right wing, we have Rodrigo Gomez. And then we've got 5 good strikers here. Guedes, Chan, Larson, Kaladzic, and also Cunha. And that's not even counting Fabio Silva on loan currently in Spain. Now I like Guedes, I like Chan, but the star here is definitely Matías Cunha. In my opinion, he might be our best player on the team. So we can see that it's a decent squad, but also in a lot of areas we're just lacking a lot of depth. Defense looks very shaky, so we can see that we have a job on our hands to make this team one of the top clubs in Europe. It is going to take some time. Now, like our club president said, we have about 50 million in this first season. That's a decent amount for a first window. And yeah, the first window in this series is open, so we can make signings in this first window. And as you can see, I've assembled a starting short list of players that could be like realistic targets for now, targets for later. Of course, any comments down below who you think we should sign in this series. We're gonna try to keep the series like somewhat realistic, but also not just boring. So let me know who you think we should sign in the comments down below. We are gonna make one signing in this episode though, and it's gonna be a pretty big one. We already have some transfer offers for our players. I'm not sure if I'm looking to sell anyone to start. Kaladzic is probably one of my least favorite strikers, so I probably could sell him. But I think right now I'm gonna hold off selling any players or even loaning out players yet. I want to get a feel for the team first. So we already have our first game coming up. It's gonna be versus Arsenal, my debut as Wolves manager. That is not gonna be an easy game. So first though, we gotta talk about how we're gonna set up this team in terms of our tactics. I'm gonna use a formation that I've really not used in a very long time. We're going for the 4-1-2-1-2. I feel like with the amount of strikers we have in this team that we probably need to play a 2-striker formation, and we don't have that many like good wingers. We have Gomez and Forbes, but that's pretty much it. So I think playing a formation with only like box-to-box mids and 2 strikers and a cam, to me that seems like the best way we can start with the squad we have. Gomez as the true CDM, and then Lemina, Bellegarde as box-to-box players, Sarabia as more the attacking midfielder. We're gonna play a pressing style at first. This might change later on, but I want to press at first, be aggressive. We have Cunha playing as a false 9, Larson as a poacher, Lemina as a deep line playmaker and stuff like that. So that is our starting tactics with this team. I think the key to it is Matías Cunha, him being like a false 9. If he plays well in this setup, that'll unlock the team. But then if he doesn't, we got some issues here. So like I said, we are going to make a signing today, but first I want to get a true feel for this team. So Arsenal v Wolves, I make my managerial debut for the club. Of course, ultimate difficulty as always. And let's see how we do in our first game of the Wolves career mode. Now I forgot to mention, we also have competitive mode on and player-based difficulty on as well. So that should make this career mode a bit tougher. And considering the team we have, one of the worst Premier League teams, this series is going to be a challenge. And this first game is the definition of that. Facing one of the Premier League favorites. You got to be kidding me. They have Memphis Depay. Bro, I've said it in a couple videos. Every team I go up against always has Memphis Depay. I feel like there's a million Memphis Depays in the world. He like follows me around everywhere. It's like the Spider-Man meme. All I see is Memphis Depay. But okay, first game of the series. Let's see what we can do. As we are kicked off at the Emirates Stadium. Let's not lose this 5-0 to start, huh? Let's try and put up a fight. Yeah, Saka versus Aït-Nouri. This is a matchup that I do not like for Aït-Nouri. Saka gets it over to Memphis Depay. He's gonna go for an outside the boot shot. You gotta be kidding me. Bro, Memphis, stop following me around. He scores within 3 minutes. And it's one of the goals of the season probably. It's not even funny at this point. He takes one touch outside the box Havertz just sends in a screamer. And that is how we start this series. All right, welcome to a true road to glory, I guess. That is a wonderful start. I haven't even had the ball yet. All right, let's see if we can find some response. Now, Bellegarde's got a chance to shoot from distance, but Saliba got to him first there. I am seeing issues with our center backs already, and I'm talking about some big issues. Sterling versus Tomato. Havertz turns him. We are so disconnected. Jose Sa, good save. Bro, Memphis is about to score a hat trick against me. Kind of funny because I like Memphis in career mode. I like him a lot, just not when he follows me around in every series. Corner again sent in. Havertz. Jose Sa saves it. Oh, what is this? That was cleared. And then Larson will get it out. Okay, that was very dangerous. Now we have a chance to counter. Sarabia is going to play it up to Bellegarde, I think. Bellegarde is going to try to play a good ball. That's a great ball. Cunha shot, and that is a perfect counter attack. That is a perfect response as well. Mateus Cunha scores the first goal of the career mode. And that pass by Sarabia to Bellegarde was perfect. And that touch and control to get it over to Cunha. All right, we're seeing the potential in this team. This first goal shows it. 12 minutes in, it's 1-1. I've not played with two strikers in a very long time, also without wingers. So it's definitely going to be a little weird. Kind of funny is I think in our last Wolves career mode, I also played with two strikers. I think we played a 4-2-2-2, which is interesting. Memphis, he's trying to make a run to get the ball. Sterling's not going to get it to him though. Marino. Good defending by Totti. Good defending by Totti. Sarabia into Larson, who is on loan, I believe. What is it? Celta Vigo or what? I forgot what team he's on loan from. Kind of wish he was there permanently, but it is what it is. It seems that last goal we scored is kind of shaking Arsenal up a little bit. All of a sudden, they don't look as good as when they started. Bellegarde gets it to Semedo. Now, Semedo and Aït-Nouri need to get forward. That is how our formation, actually gets some width. Okay, Larson making a great run here. Larson. Caught by Saliba. Man, I was trying to get a pass away there. I'm seeing some very promising signs from this team here. Semedo making that run. Okay, doesn't fall down for that tackle. Into Cunha. Cunha, another chance to shoot, but Saliba gets to him first. Yeah, Cunha is a danger man for this team. And okay, you're telling me no one can catch up to Marino? He's just running through? Bro, my defense is that slow? They might be that slow. I thought Saka or Martinelli Sterling would do that, but not Marino. 32nd minute, Arsenal retake their lead. Bro, he just got the ball and literally ran right by my center backs. Yeah, I guess they're just really not quick at all. That is a concern in the Premier League. All right, Arsenal have bounced back. That is to be expected. Bellegarde into Cunha. I like our attack though. I need Semedo to get forward more, but Cunha and Larson are doing pretty well together as strike partners. Lamina. Oh man, we almost stole that. We should have stole that. Now that pass is not at all what I wanted. Sterling against Jose Sa, and Jose Sa can't come out fast enough. Do you think I actually wanted to make the pass like that? 39th minute, it is 3-1. I want to just play it fast to Semedo, and for somehow the center back just kind of hit the pass. All right, it is now 3-1. That is a horrid goal to concede. Bellegarde into Cunha. Aït-Nouri in a good spot. Wait, that's actually Cunha. I got players mistaken. That's a good cross, man. No one even went for it though. He was in a dangerous area. Okay, that's probably going to be our first 45 minutes of the series. I feel like this game really should be 2-1, not 3-1. We let those last two in so easily. So that is a concern, but we start second half here. See if we can score one and get back in this game. Amina gets it to Gomez. Gomez. And play it over to Bellegarde. Bellegarde's kind of like a winger, so I can definitely tell him to run forward because Semedo can find him. I thought Cunha was making a run there. I thought he was going to continue his run. Lamina, Cunha, over to Sarabia. Sarabia is going to try to dribble around Gabriel, but can't get by him. Okay, that's a great tackle by Bueno, I think. Now we got a chance to counter here. Cunha, wait for it. Cunha, wait for it. Oh, we got to play that ball in the space. How do we not get that through? I didn't know he was in. Back up. Bueno again. Bueno, good defending again, but we should have got it out. Oh, that's risky. Somehow we survived that though. We are asking him for this to be 4-1. Cunha tries to play tight Nori, but Ben White, that is better defending. Memphis gets it Havertz, and we got players free in the middle for no reason. Oh, Totti, what a block, though. That is great defending. If they scored that, that'd have been game. Bellegarde, Larson. Oh, he's going to be just offside, though. He was kind of creeping a little bit. I'm going to bring on Guedes for Larson. Let's do Doyle for Sarabia and put maybe Bellegarde at cam. Actually, no, let's play Doyle at cam. And I think we'll leave it at that for now. Right, Guedes swings it over to Cunha. Cunha, great turn right there. Actually, a beautiful turn. Gets away from the defender now. A cross over to Guedes. Why not Guedes? Fight for it. He's not going to win it, though. Of course, I swing in a great cross, and I take Larson off right when I swing in a great cross. Oh, man, if we get caught in behind like this, oh, Memphis should have ran. Is that Memphis? No, it's Marino. Bro, he should have ran through. They would have scored a fourth right there. We just got very lucky. That luck might run out, though. Sterling in the box. Cuts it back to Marino. Marino, good defending, though. 70th minute corner. That is going to be cleared, and that is a terrible clearance, though. It falls back to Jose Sa. Okay, we got 20 minutes to make this game. Try and fight for a point, at least. Second half has not been that great in terms of creativity. Cunha, good turn, though. Gets it over to Aït-Nouri. Now, he's got space to run, but needs help. Wings it back to Cunha. Cunha. Over to Bellegarde. He's going to try to use his pace, but Tierney's going to track him down. And they're just controlling the game now with passing and possession. I can't get it off them. Okay, Aït-Nouri's going to win that back. We have 6 minutes here, actually 8 minutes to get 2 goals. It's not impossible. Doyle gets it to Cunha. Cunha's got Guedes in space. Whoa, that defender just fell. Now Guedes is in. He's got a chance to make this 2-3, and he's going to score. That is so lucky. That was like a mix-up. Okay, Guedes scores, and it's a chance now. We have a chance to tie it up. Their defenders, I think, just fell over each other. Good finish by Guedes. 4 minutes to score one more to tie it up. Oh, gotta steal it back, though. Bro, they're playing so possession based. They're just wasting time. Bro, they're playing this like it's ultimate team. Like, give me a chance here. Bro, they're just keeping this perfectly. They're going to play a great ball to Saka. Saka cuts inside. They're just wasting more time. They have played this final 5 minutes perfectly. Martinelli turns. He's going to score that. Just turned my entire defense. It's going to be a 4-2 loss. Hey, you know what? Despite the loss, 3-2, we fought back at least. It wasn't a terrible first game. Facing one of the top 3 best teams in the league, I'm not too mad at that. We definitely had a chance to at least get a point here. They just kept the ball for the last like 10 minutes perfectly. So an opening day 4-2 loss versus Arsenal feels more like a narrow 3-2 loss. It shows this team has potential, but we also have a lot of work to do. I mean, a lot of work. This might take like 4 or 5 seasons to make this club one of Europe's top teams. But right now, we're going to make our first signing, a first step in that direction at least. What we hope is that direction. So 50 million to spend, of course. Now, I like Sarabia. I like him, but he is 32 years old, so he is getting up there in age. I feel like I don't really see a future with him. He's good for a backup, but I feel like it doesn't really fit the project I'm looking for, like the long-term project. A player that I think would fit that project, a player whose career we can try and revive, we could try and save, is Mason Mount from Manchester United. Now, whether it's injuries or whatever reason, since joining United, his career has gone downhill. Once a regular for the England national team, now I feel like he just barely plays. He totally just doesn't fit what United need, but he does fit what we need. If we play him as a cam in that number 10 spot with that playmaker plus role, I feel like we could maybe save Mason Mount's career. There's still a player there. There's still definitely a player there. Now, in real life, under Ruben Amorim, his career might change, but I want to bring Mason Mount to Wolves to save his career. And he only costs around like 24 million maybe. So we're going to try to make him the first signing of this series. So let's try and start with maybe like, 20, maybe 21.5 million. It's a pretty respectable offer to start. United are going to want, okay, they're going to want Lamina. I am not giving you Lamina. Maybe try just straight up 22 million. They're going to want 22 million plus a 2% sell-on clause. I think I'm cool with that. 2%, that's kind of nothing. I'm cool with that. So 22 million for Mason Mount. With him as our starting cam, if we get him to like, 84, 85 plus overall, that 20 million later on, we'll look back and say this was an absolute deal. And who knows, he's 25 years old. Maybe he's the future club captain of our team. That's kind of what I see he could be in the future for us. So Mason Mount is going to sign the contract. He wants a fresh start from Chelsea to Manchester United down to Wolves. It's probably not the career path that he thought he'd have, but we're here to save Mason Mount's career. And I feel like we really can. First official signing of this series. Apparently that was an A+ deal. So my negotiation skills, on display. I think for now I'll give him number 17 because that number's open. We'll give him 17. Yeah, definitely want a development plan on him. Now I'm going to train him to be a cam, which that might make his overall go up maybe like +1 or something. So we'll see how that goes. But we have found our new starting number 10. Sarabia to the bench and Mason Mount into the starting 11. And yeah, he's +1 at cam. So his overall might go up +1 to 79, which will make that an even better deal. Now I feel like rest of the window, we could either target, better center back. That might be what we need the most. And I didn't realize Bueno only has 50 pace. He actually played well, but that 50 pace for the Premier League, that is very concerning. So I feel like center back and maybe a striker if we sell one of like Chan, Kladzic, or even Geds. Kind of 2 areas I'm looking at, I think, for the rest of the window. But Mason Mount into the team, and it's now time for his debut. You know who we're facing. It just had to be Chelsea. So Mason Mount faces his former team. A reminder of that form he could reach at this club. And man, Chelsea Arsenal, that is not an easy start to the year, especially with Palmer in there, Sancho. So this might be just as tough as the Arsenal game. Mason Mount's debut though, let's see what our team can do. All right, looks like Chelsea have signed Christensen. Wait, he played for them. Wait, they brought him back? Why would they bring him back? Todd Bowley's at it again. But first home game as manager, I would take a draw this game. I'd definitely take that. I think that'd be a pretty good result, but we will see. Apparently they're playing like a different team than we saw in that pre-match thing, because I'm seeing Mark Gu, I'm seeing Mudryk. So they're playing a different team than we saw. That is interesting. And Mason Mount, welcome to the team. First touch for his new club. Gomez, that was a pretty nice turn there. Gonna play it over to Bellegarde. Now he's got space to run into. I need Tomato though. Tomato gonna try to target Larson here. Crossover Larson. That kind of falls to him, but he can't get good contact on it. I think that was handball by a Chelsea player. It was. Oh man, Mason Mount doesn't take this free kick. Do we shoot this? This might be shooting range against his former team. Can you imagine if he scores this? This would be insane on his debut for his new club. Free kick is going to, it was on target. Just didn't have enough power on it. Not the worst attempt I've ever seen. Bellegarde into Mason Mount. Mason is gonna try to, okay, I did not mean to do that. Goes back to Gomez. Gomez. That was meant for Lamina, bro. Okay, I gotta sharpen up my passing here. You try to pull them out of their structure though. Lamina, Gomez over to Bellegarde. Bellegarde, Larson is shielding the defender. Turn by Larson. That was pretty good, but Colwell gets to him first. Mudryk cross over to Mark Gu, but Bueno, good defending. Gonna fall to Madueke, who had a great turn there, but I think he fouled actually Lamina. Cunha, Mount gets it through to Bellegarde again. Bellegarde's got Larson. Larson, a chance to go for that header attempt by Larson, and Larson scores his first goal for Wolves. Man, he was going along the back line there perfectly, just staying on side, and that's a great header from the young player. All right, Wolves 1, Chelsea 0. Also, Bellegarde, he's a player that I know I'm going to like a lot in this series. That is a great cross to him, but everything's the header to score that goal. All right, 22 minutes in, we take the lead. Oh, again, bro, if a player with pace turns, we just have no chance of catching up, and Mudryk scores. Bro, Bueno's 50 pace is becoming an issue, because if he gets beaten, we're screwed. Like, Bueno's got no chance of catching up there. We got to be more disciplined not to let that even happen in the first place, though, if we know that's one of our weaknesses. Well, unfortunately, the game is tied up immediately. Okay, that was very lucky. Is that going to fall? That's going to fall to Christensen. That was almost lucky for us. Clearance is away, but man, we're not going to win that. We had numbers forward too. And our press has not been bad this game. You know, we're putting pressure on Chelsea. We're just not quite winning it back. We are putting Colwell under so much pressure here. Boy, just win the ball back. We win it. We do win it. Larson. Oh, you're going to call a foul on that, or was he offside? Oh, I think he was offside. There's no way that was a foul. That is our new Wolves philosophy, though. If we concede playing this way, then so be it. Trying to build an identity around the club. Cole Palmer. Oh, I can't take him out there. Bueno has to step up. Bueno doesn't get around him much, and then Jose Sa takes it. That was some really bad defending. Oh my, the keeper is so far out here. They're really playing that keeper is stepping up, huh? If I stole it, I would have shot. I had an open goal. Okay, now they're starting to cook a little bit, though. I can tell. Adeweke, Bueno trying to make a tackle. Bueno, good defending. He's pretty good when he's not like beaten on pace. Mason, good ball to Bellegarde. Now Bellegarde's gonna use his pace a little bit. Semedo. In behind, that should be timed perfectly. No, he's gonna be just offside. And that was a great run. All right, halftime, it's gonna be 1-1. You know, that goal they scored once again is just a very ugly and easy goal to concede. So far, though, we're not playing too bad. Does Mason Mount get a debut goal against his former team, though? That's what I want to find out. Bellegarde again, over the top to Cunha. That's a great ball. Okay, defending was awkward, but they're gonna clear it. This is where we have issues, though. Tati against Mark Gu is gonna cut inside. We're blocking these lanes. Adeweke is a player we need to worry about, though. Mudryk turns. Tati, no, Tati needs to make a tackle here. Tati, that is some good defending by him, though. Oh, that's a bad bounce. Mark Gu takes a shot, and Jose Sa, good save though. Corner by Cole Palmer. That is going to be cleared by Larson. Palmer, okay, Aitnori, great tackle on Cole Palmer there. You're just having trouble getting this ball actually out. Bueno, another good tackle. Get this ball, please. Thank you. But bro, they're just coming back with so much ferocity. Okay, we need to chill in the second half right now. Settle things down. Now, I said I'd play for a draw, so I mean, I don't want to go too offensive here. Mason Mount just got taken out there. A tough game to try and like, want to go for the win, but also I would take a point. I would take this scoreline. Bueno, beaten there. Lookman, okay, yeah, Lookman on. That's a new signing. Okay, Aitnori. Positioning saved me there. Mason Mount, great ball to Larson. Larson is going to find Cunha. Cunha is going to try to find Bellegarde. He's going to try to get to it. That's going to fall. Larson, a chance for the header, but doesn't get to it. Look him in. Oh, that's a good turn. Jose Sa, though, a better save. Yeah, I'm going to do Geddes again for Larson. And let's do Dawson for Bueno as well. Got 20 minutes to defend. At this point, I think we're prioritizing defense more than attack. But also, if we get a chance to win it, I am not going to turn that down. But Palmer in. Jose Sa, was he onside? Okay, no, he was offside. Still, Jose Sa, that's a great save. Mina, Mason Mount, over to Aitnori. Aitnori gets it back to Mason Mount. Mason plays a good ball into Cunha. Cunha gonna look for Geddes. Gets to him. Geddes, a chance to score the winner, and Geddes in off the post. Bro, he's a super sub. Maybe he should start. 77th minute. That is 2-1 to Wolves. Mason Mount, part of that buildup. That was a beautiful counterattack. We get a chance for our first win of the series now versus Chelsea. I mean, I did not think Geddes was gonna score this, but he took that beautifully. All right, 13 minutes to defend. That's still a lot of time. Chelsea are gonna throw the kitchen sink at us. Lamina, that's a strong tackle though. And something about this just does not feel good. Mudryk, what a touch there. Are you kidding me? He is gonna try to cut inside, looking for Palmer. Gets to Palmer. Okay, we're tracking him pretty well here. Mudryk, just don't let him turn and shoot. Think all the way back to Vega. Now he does a skill. Okay, we're getting torched here. Palmer against Tati. Can't get to him. Jose Sa save. Falls to Madueke though. This is not over yet. Oh, they're going to find Reece James. Reece James. Oh, he's going to score. I just could not track Reece James enough. 86 minutes in. It's going to be Chelsea equalizer to make it 2-2. We could have defended that so much better. We got 5 minutes now. Okay, I don't want to lose this. I'd rather take a point. I said I'd take a point. I'd still take that. Operation just waste time now. This would be a bad result for Chelsea, a good result for us. Semedo, get to the byline and just use your strength. If I see an opening, I'll try and go for it, but I don't see an opening. We're to win that throw-in, though. Bellegarde's going to play to Semedo. We might get the final chance here. Crossover. I see Mason Mount. He's in the box, and he can't get to the ball, though. Oh, falls to a Mason Mount. Oh, we had a chance there. The ref blows the whistle, though. All right, so I said I'd take a draw. We do get a draw versus Chelsea. Very close to our first win of the series, but honestly, that was a pretty good game from us. I'm proud of that performance. So 2 games in, we sit in 16th. Now, obviously, our goal this year is to try and not get relegated, which I've never been relegated in a series. You know, I'm trying to not make this be the first time it ever happens. Those first 2 games, though, I'm seeing flashes of potential from this team. But like I said, it's going to take like maybe 4 or 5 seasons here. So with that in mind, we obviously have to focus on the youth in this series. You know, like try and build an elite youth system. So right now, we're going to send our first scouts out. First, I got to hire 2 more scouts. I want to hire some good scouts. So let's get this guy, Austin Brown. And then 4th one, let's go for Olav Stephenson. All right, first scout we are sending to England, of course. We have to send 1 to England at least. I would like a new backup fullback. Like we have decent right backs in Doherty and Semedo. We could use a backup for Nori though. So I think I'll look for a left back, a right back, and let's do maybe also a cam. And let's look for a left back who can play wing back specifically. Now, second scout we're gonna send to Sweden. With us playing a 2-striker formation, you know, we can probably fit like 2 really good strikers in this team for the future. So we're gonna send a scout to Sweden. You probably know what kind of striker we're looking for. So a striker in Sweden. And for last one, let's do Portugal. You know, Wolves are not exactly like Portugal FC anymore. They still have a very strong Portuguese connection. So let's do left wing and right wing from Portugal. Let's do striker too. So pretty much a forward. So England, Sweden, and Portugal. That's our first youth scouting run. Let me know in the comments what other countries we should scout in this series though. So speaking of youth, our next game is versus Tottenham in the Carabao Cup. Now I'd love to go for a trophy, but I don't know how realistic that is for us to try and target a trophy in season 1. Our goal should be just, you know, like to not get relegated. So I might give some of the younger players a chance in this game. Like let's give Carlos Forbes a chance to start. Get Andre in there. Let's get Doyle. This young right back Lima looks pretty good too. He's got 85 pace. I'll give him a chance to start. Throw Mosqueda there as well, and I think we'll go with that. So for this game, Mason Mount is going to captain the side as we face another tough team in Tottenham. Like bro, this is such a tough start to this series. Like Arsenal, Chelsea, then Tottenham. Who made this schedule? They must not like Wolves. So let's see if these young players can, you know, show out in the Carabao Cup and get a win. Now they're off to a very fast start. Son finesse shot, and they've scored within 1 minute. Okay, yeah, competitor mode is not messing around this year. Great start to this game, boys. Great start. Now we are on PC for this series, so the goal is, you know, have new kits every year. I forgot to mention that. We should have like new kits every year. We might have new sponsors at some point. All that should be in the series. Now cross to Mason Mount. Mason, fight for it. Okay, he didn't even try to. I don't really blame him though. John is gonna get it over to Lima. Okay, that defender just fell. Chan is gonna pick it up though. Oh, he got taken out. That might be a red. Bro, Chan was in. Ref is going to give, he's gonna give him a yellow card, bro. That was a really risky tackle. Could have been more than a yellow card. Now fast free kick into Mosqueda over to Tati. Tati is gonna play it back to Lima. Good ball. Lima has got no crossing options. Finds Doyle. Doyle just goes for a volley. It would have been goal of the episode. Okay, that would have been insane. Aitnori cross. That is gonna be, oh, Tati, please. No, Tati should have got that. I think he handballed it though. Now another thing in this series we're gonna do is we're gonna have end of year player awards. We're gonna have like best player of the year, you know, best young player, best defender probably. And the winner of those awards, which you guys are going to vote for in community posts, they're going to get upgrades based on who wins. Son has scored again. Okay, this is shaping up to be the toughest game we've played so far in this episode. It's 2-0 to Spurs. But you guys are going to vote for those awards, and the players who win those are going to get upgrades, like potential upgrades, maybe like overall upgrades, playstyle upgrades. So it's going to be a new thing in this series we're going to do. Now, Carlos Forbes, chance to shoot from distance. Okay, that was just blocked right back to Chan. Bro, Spurs are playing out of their minds this game. Why can't they play like this in my player career mode, bro? Mason Mount, good run here. He is going to play a good ball to Aitnori. Aitnori is going to try to cross it up to Chan. Chan is going to try to fight for it, but Van de Ven's going to win that. Awkward clearance, though, is going to fall to... No, that was meant for Mason Mount. Why would that go right past Mason Mount? Bro, like, son, you are just using this as a training match. He is going to look for the hat trick. That is some, oh, that's just a good attack. And Brennan Johnson scores. Now, Brennan Johnson is a player that I would target in the future at some point, maybe. I like him a lot. But 3-0 to Spurs within 30 minutes. Yeah, this is not the start I expected this game, especially after 2 games we played solid against good teams. Forbes, good run there. No, that was meant for Mount, bro. I keep passing it to the wrong player. Is it my aim? Like, what is wrong with me? Man, Mosqueda is getting just outclassed here. That's going to be Tati with a goal-saving tackle. He's been good today. I know he's going to be good for us at least, but yeah, we might need to sign a center back in the next episode. That might be a very vital sign. Okay, Pedro Lima, he is looking good too here though. Got a chance to play it over to Chan. Chan turned. No, his touch is not quick enough. And Lima, that was a great run. I'm liking him. Maybe we don't need a backup right back. Maybe that is our backup right back. He looks solid. Right, Nori tries to flip it up to Forbes. Forbes, man, our players. Oh, that went through Chan's leg. Brennan Johnson looking for Son, gets it to Son. This is shaky, but Tati again, solid defending. This has been a first half to absolutely forget. It's gonna end at least, hopefully, just being 3-0, not 4-0. Okay, they are gonna get a chance though here, and I can't take control of a player. Block. That is going to be a volley, and that's going to be a corner. But instead, the ref ends our suffering. All right, I'm taking Chan off and bringing Geds on for him. He's had a pretty bad first half, honestly. I'll do Dawson for Mosqueda as well. And let's give Gomez a chance. Let's do Gomez on for Forbes, because this one might be unattainable to get a point or survive in the Carabao Cup. Lima, Gomez has Geddes on a run. He's going to try to feed it to him. Geddes is going to try to fight for that. Is that a foul? I guess Van de Ven won that cleanly. Yeah, Lima's a baller. I can tell already. We might be looking at our future starting right back. Now, he's got a pass up to Geddes. Geddes, good turn. Oh, man, I thought that'd be a good turn. What's not good is my defensive structure, and Bentancur scores. It's 4-0. Yeah, this is going to be a very ugly loss. You know, I was surprised by us being competitive at least versus Chelsea and Arsenal, so I guess I'm not too surprised at this performance. Let's just say I don't think we're going to win the Carabao Cup this year. Let's just say that. We're definitely going to try harder for the FA Cup. Bro, they're just doing moves around me, and Son's going to score again to make it 5. Okay, competitor mode on ultimate difficulty is the first time I'm playing on it this year. I can see that it's the real deal. Ellegard to Mason Mount. Mason Mount, long shot, good save though. Cross in, that is going going to be cleared. Dawson win that. Dawson is going to win that. Ait Nori is going to play it through. Man, we just can't get a clear chance right now. I think what I've learned though in these first 3 games is that next episode we need to sign a center back. It is 6-0. You see the moves that Madison's doing right there? That's insane though. Okay, we are getting torched here. It's gonna be 7. Timo Werner just scored that against me. Bro, this is ridiculous right here. I mean, I know it's kind of our second team, but still, I didn't expect this after the first 2 games. Apparently, Spurs are the best team in the world. Bellegarde, good turn. Now, that's a great ball to Mason Mount. Mason's get to their first, but oh, that should be a penalty. Ref! Bro, Vicario just took out Mount trying to get the ball there. You tell me that's not a penalty? Oh, that's so unfortunate. They're gonna score more here, bro. They're just impossible to defend here. Brennan Johnson, I can't do anything. Jose Sa at least saves it. Bro, Dawson, I think his time is up. This man needs to retire because right now, he cannot track anybody. Jose Sa gets it, and that is going to be another save. Okay, full time, 7-0 loss. That's probably the best the AI has played against me so far of all FC 25. So we see the challenge we're up against. Those first 2 games, though, I like how he played. But yeah, we need to sign a center back. That is for sure. That's probably the spot we need the most. So we have about 25 million left in the budget for a center back. Or if you guys think we need something else more. So in the comments, let me know who we should sign in the next episode on transfer deadline day. I got a few options here at center back, which do seem promising, but I definitely need your guys' help. So let me know. And next episode, we'll make another signing. Hopefully a next step in the direction of making this team the best team in the world eventually. It is going to be a journey though. So once again, drop a like if you want this to be a full series. And if you want to watch me rebuild Liverpool, then click on screen to watch that.